The couple is parents to sons Joja Luke, 23 months, and Jackson Kyle, 6, as well as daughter Layla Ray, 4. Tori and Zach Roloff are giving their kids an extra special experience in the season finale of Little People, Big World. In an exclusive clip shared with POPLE ahead of Tuesday's season finale, the couple, who is taking a step back from the show after this season, bring their 3 kids to the Oregon Zoo to feed giraffes. Tori and Zach are parents to sons Joja Luke, 23 months, and Jackson Kyle, 6, as well as daughter Layla Ray, 4. The zoo offers giraffe feedings, and we just never done it before, so being able to do that was pretty cool. Have our own little private moment there, Zach says in a confessional. The clip then cuts to the Oregon Zoo, where a zookeeper teaches the kids how to feed Daisy the giraffe. "You want to try?" the zookeeper asks Jackson. "Okay, here you go." Jackson walks up to the giraffe and sticks out a piece of lettuce as the adults praise his good work. "Good job, Jed," Tori can be heard saying. "Jackson did great, loved it." Layla loved calling out for the giraffe, and then once Daisy came over and started coming towards her, she'd back up with the food. So she never actually gave them food, the dad of 3 says in the confessional. Tori then can be seen lifting Layla to feed the giraffe, prompting her to yell, "No, no," and throw her piece of lettuce. "Layla, were you scared to feed the giraffe?" Tori asks. "A little bit scared," Layla admits. "Our family's going to stand out, our whole life. You know, Tori being my wife and I'm her husband, me being short, her being tall, and our kids being short," Zach says as the video switches back to the confessional. "Our family's going to always probably stand out, but it's something you just kind of get used to. Sometimes it's annoying. We get sensitive sometimes. We make sure our kids are well behaved because we do feel like we're being watched. It's hard sometimes," adds Tori. "That's also not their burden. We can't burden our kids with other people's burdens or expectations or judgments," Zach says. Earlier this month, Tori shared photos from her family's Easter celebrations on her Instagram stories. The family of 5 kicked off their day with an Easter egg hunt in pajamas. The couple's 3 kids could be seen wandering around and collecting their little surprises in photos. Later, they joined friends for some outdoor fun. "So much to be grateful for," Tori captioned one shot of the 3 siblings together. "It's not a conversation I was prepared to have," the father of 3 said during the episode. Zach Roloff is beginning to engage in more serious conversations with his son. During this week's episode of Little People, Big World, the father of 3 shared that he has been talking more with his older son Jackson, 6, about living with dwarfism. While roasting marshmallows around the fire pit, Zach told wife Tori that Jackson recently asked him why his friend couldn't play AAA baseball. Zach recounted their conversation with Tori, sharing that he told Jackson his friend couldn't play because he was not a dwarf. "I'm a dwarf. What does that mean?" Zach recalled Jackson asking him, noting that he had to address the topic with his son earlier than expected. He was kinda just confused. He was like, "Why aren't other people dwarfs?" And I said, "That's because of how God made you and this and that," Zach said. He kinda laughed. He almost thought I was name-calling him. Later, in a confessional, Zach shared more about his feelings regarding talking to Jackson about dwarfism. He said, "It's not a conversation I was prepared to have, but families have dwarfism. Those moments come up that you then have to talk about. You know it's coming, you know the questions are gonna come and the curiosity about themselves. But I don't have it planned out in my head. It's just kind of however my kids bring it up. I don't think it's going to be a conversation. I think it's going to be more like moments," the dad of 3 continued. In last week's episode, the couple shared a health update on their 4-year-old daughter Layla, who was diagnosed with a moderate form of sleep apnea. According to the couple, sleep tests are recommended for people with dwarfism to ensure their sleep isn't obstructed. Layla's test came back, and she has a moderate form of sleep apnea, Zach said in a confessional, as Tori added, "She's probably going to need her tonsils taken out, and then supposedly after that, the apnea goes away. In addition to Jackson and Layla, the couple is also parents to Joja, 21 months. Joja Roloff and his sister, Layla Roloff, recently went under the knife. Tori Roloff told her Little People, Big World fans that the unexpected trip under the knife didn't seem anticipated. However, the TLC alum might have mentioned it somewhere during one of her Raising Heights podcasts. Joja Roloff and his sister, Layla Roloff, recently went under the knife. Tori Roloff told her Little People, Big World fans that the unexpected trip under the knife didn't seem anticipated. However, the TLC alum might have mentioned it somewhere during one of her Raising Heights podcasts. Joja Roloff and his siblings all experienced surgeries. Jackson had one that LPBW fans knew of to straighten his bowed legs. Additionally, Tori Roloff mentioned that he didn't want his second surgery filmed for TLC. Well, she seems to have respected that, but doesn't worry about sharing photos of Layla and Joja in the hospital. When Tori Roloff shared a photo of the littlest Little People, Big World star, he lay in bed in a hospital. Fast asleep, he looked comfortable enough. Still, one can't help but feel for the little boy. He's so small and looked a bit vulnerable. No doubt his mom felt a bit concerned. Joja Roloff seems to be okay despite his surgery. In her caption on Instagram, Tori Roloff said, "Tonsillectomy 2 seconds. Hopefully we won't be back here for a while. Joja did such a great job today. Peace out tonsils." On her Instagram profile page, The Little People, Big World mom hasn't added any new updates on Joja Roloff yet. However, she probably will return with feedback once he recovers fully. It seems coincidental that both the little children went under the knife very close together. However, with kids, things just happen. The Mayo Clinic website explains that it is no longer a matter of routine to remove tonsils. However, in some instances, kids like Joja Roloff can get inflamed tonsils. Other times they might need removing if the child struggles with sleep-related breathing issues. Some people who suffer from dwarfism also get sleep apnea. Whether the surgery was for that or whether he had an infection isn't known yet. While TLC fans cannot comment publicly on stories, Tori Roloff probably got plenty of direct messages about her son. Are you sad for Joja Roloff? Did you have your tonsils removed at a young age? Are you a mom with a little kid in the hospital under the knife? Even things considered to be small surgeries can be nerve-wracking. Shout out in the comments below. And remember to come back here for all your Little People, Big World news.